Hi guys, this is Tana. Um, I just want to talk today, and I guess not really tell my YouTube story, but tell my real life type story. Um, like recently, I started talking to this new guy, and whenever he asked me to send him a picture, I sent him a picture. And I guess because he's also my friend on Facebook, so I guess it's every time he asks me to send him a picture, I send him a picture that's not on Facebook. Because personally, if we were friends on a social network and I asked you to send me a picture, I don't want you to send me a picture that I have already seen on a social network. If that was the case, I could just get it off of there. But anyway, that's beside the point. And I sent him a picture the other day, and he asked me if I was conceited. Now, this is not the first time someone has asked me that. Not at all. Like, people ask me that so much. So much. Are you conceited? Are you conceited? You so full of yourself. And the reason they feel like I'm so full of myself or I'm conceited is because I'm always in the mirror and I'm always taking pictures. Now, the reason I do these things, they don't know. I feel like you can't really judge a person by their actions unless you know the reason behind why they do what they do. Now, me personally, this is why I take pictures so much. Because when I was younger, I'm only 21 now, and up until I say about 2 years ago, I hated taking pictures. I absolutely hated it. I felt like I was ugly. I didn't want anybody to take my pictures. I just didn't. No, I just didn't. I didn't want to do that. So when I was in middle school and all that stuff, I'm a big girl, okay? I always have been, my whole entire life. I've always been a big girl, forever. And when I was in middle school and stuff, people would tell me okay, middle school, you're going through the awkward stage, you're going through adolescence, all of that. And people would tell me, you have a pretty face, or you're pretty to be a big girl. That's not something you tell a 12-year-old. You pretty to be a big girl. What? You have a pretty face. So are you saying that my face is pretty to look at, but the rest of me is not pretty? I used to hate that so much. And my self-esteem was I'm not even gonna say I had low self-esteem. I had no self-esteem at all. People totally crushed it. Totally. And by the time I got to 8th grade, I wasn't feeling this. Not at all. I never thought I was pretty. Not at all. Not even a little bit. And I was always ashamed of my body. Because the big girls get picked on in school. They don't have boyfriends. All that stuff. And all my little friends, they had boyfriends. They would get them stuff Valentine's Day and all that stuff. I never had that. I had one boyfriend while I was in middle school. And he ended up breaking up with me for a little skinny white girl. Just add fuel to the fire. That's all it did. It just added fuel to the fire. And I just never thought that I was good enough. I never thought I looked good enough. I just didn't like me. I literally did not like me. And because I didn't like me, I did a lot of things in my life that reflected the fact that I didn't like myself. I didn't love myself. I didn't love the person that I am. I'm a very good person. I'm a kind-hearted person. I love to have fun, go out and dance regular girls. But the fact that I didn't look like everybody else it really took a toll on me and my self-esteem and all of that. So I was in 8th grade when I met this guy. He was a junior in high school, and me and him would always be together. We was always together. but he never made me his girlfriend. And like we would spend time together and just chill. Like we wasn't doing anything that we shouldn't be doing. Like none of that. Like the most we ever did was like really kiss or whatever. But he never made me his girlfriend. Like he would break up with one girl, get with another one, but he would still talk to me within the whole process. And my mom always told me, don't be that girl that he's only with at night. If you're not good enough to be with him in the daytime, then don't be good enough to be with him at night. Like, don't be that girl. But I was that girl. And I allowed myself to be that girl because I felt like I didn't deserve anything better. I felt like I was never going to get anything better. And all my big girls out there that's been big all day, like, know that until you reach a certain age, and even sometimes when you're older, like, a guy can like you and want to be with you, but because you don't look like the girl on TV, the girl in the video, if you don't look like his homeboys girls, he's not going to be with you because he don't want to get picked on. He don't want to get laughed at because he's with the fat girl. It doesn't matter how pretty your face is at a certain point. Like, until you reach a certain age, none of that matters. Like, it does not matter at all. And like, until I got to college, all my life now, until I got to college, I'm 21 now. I think I was like 19 before. Now I was 18. I was getting ready for school. Like, when I first got to college, I started wearing makeup, and I felt like I was pretty with makeup on, but I didn't feel pretty without it. And it got so bad that I stayed in like a dorm room, and you have like the hallway to the dorm, and when you go out, the trash can was like outside, but it was right across the walkway. It got so bad that I would not go to the trash can without makeup on my face. And my dorm was full of females. Like, I stayed on the third floor. The boys was on the first floor, so I was never going to see anybody. But I just didn't feel good. I didn't feel I didn't feel pretty without having a full face. I don't mean just foundation, but a full face of makeup. Like, full face of makeup. Yes, full face of makeup before I would even go to the trash can. Like, that's how bad it was. And one day I was getting ready to put on my makeup, and I looked in the mirror, and I was like, this is exactly what I said to myself. If I saw somebody else that had this face, I would think she was pretty. Like, I would think she was pretty, but because the face was on me and this body, I didn't think I was pretty. But at that point, like, I started to gradually, like, turn around. Like, it doesn't matter what your body looks like, because beauty is not a size. Beauty is not a number. It's not a weight. Like, people will always say beauty is on the inside. I was like, yeah, you just saying that because I'm fat and you don't want me to feel ugly. Like, that's why you're saying beauty is on the inside. But in all actuality, it really is, because it doesn't matter how pretty your face is. It doesn't matter how small your waist is, how big your butt. It doesn't matter. If you have an ugly heart to go with your pretty face, no one's gonna want you. Like, yeah, you might can pull any man in the world, but once he gets to know your insides and he see how ugly your insides are, he's not gonna want to deal with you, even if he would want to look at your face every day. He has to deal with the person that's within you. And they're not attracted to who you are on the inside, then your facial beauty is not going to matter at all. And I had to come to terms with that. And the more I came to terms with that, the more I began to love me and set standards for myself. And that's like the best feeling in the world, is when you can look yourself in the mirror and say, you a gorgeous girl. Like, I love you. Like, you are just so pretty. I love you. And it's not because you're conceited, but it's because you know your self-worth now. And it's like, God created you. And I started to feel like me not loving myself or not liking what I see is a slap in his face. Like, so it's basically like you're telling God, okay, I don't like what you did with me. Like, you did a bad job. I don't like it. I don't want it. And that's how I started to look at it. And the more I looked at it like that, the more my self-confidence grew. Like, the more respect and love I got for myself. And now I have on a full face of makeup today, but I have done other videos where I don't have makeup on. Like, I will go to class with no makeup, like not even eyeshadow, like nothing at all, because I realize that I have natural beauty, like inside and out. And the fact that I never appreciated my looks in the past make me appreciate them so much more now, which is why I always take pictures, because I finally feel like I'm pretty, and I never felt like that before. So it's like, yeah, I might put 6, 7, 8 pictures on Facebook a day. I might put 20 pictures on Instagram a day. But if you don't like it, you don't have to follow me on Instagram. You don't have to be my friend on Facebook. If you don't like it, remove yourself. Delete yourself. Let me know you don't like it, and I will do it for you. Like, it's plain and simple. Or you're like, and then these females feel like just because they're skinny and I'm big, that they look better than me. Like, no, boo boo. Like, I don't care how small you are. There are some of us big girls that look 20 times better than these little girls that think they model type just because they have a small waist. That has nothing to do with it. Like, that doesn't matter. And when I first started to appreciate my facial beauty, I still wasn't comfortable with the rest of my body. So, like, the only thing I would post was face pictures. And one day my homeboy told me, he was like, the only thing you ever put up is pictures of your face. Like, why you never take body shots? And I was like, you know what? He's right. Like, if I'm going to love me, I can't love this part and hate the rest of it. Like, if you're going to love yourself, you have to love all of you, because all of this is me. Like, so I can't love half of it and be like, I hate the other half, because it's weight. If you don't want it, then you can lose it. Like, you can do something about it. But once I start to get comfortable with this, gradually I started accepting the rest of me. Because it's like, I've been like this my whole life, and I was not one of those people that just sit around and eat all day. I was a flag girl in the marching band, color guard and stuff. We ran every day. Every day we ran a mile. So it's like, I was not lazy. I wasn't just sitting around eating all the time. I don't even eat a lot. Like, that's the thing. People think all fat people sitting around eat all day. I never did that. Still don't do that. Like, I don't sit around and eat all day. Like, I don't just eat and don't do nothing. I was always active. Even like when I was a child, I had a little brother, and I was always out there with him, riding a bicycle, playing football. Like, I was always doing something. I was just a bigger girl. Like, it runs in my family. Like, it runs all the way in my family. But so does beauty, inside and out. And once I realized that, you get what you have now. A very confident woman. I'm confident in my looks. I'm confident in my personality. I'm confident in the person that I am in general. And I just want to let y'all know that it doesn't matter if you're a size 2 or 22, a size 8 or a size 18. It does not matter. You can still be beautiful. And beauty is not all about your face. Beauty is not all about makeup. It's not all about hair and jewelry. It's not all about that. And this is like a kind of cliche, but beauty is literally who you are as a person. Because you can get the ugliest person, and they have the prettiest heart, and that makes them pretty as a person. I know all of us have like been out and be like, how that ugly girl get with that fine nigga? Maybe maybe he's in love with the person that she is. Maybe it's not the fact that she has the prettiest eyes or the juiciest lips. Maybe he's not shallow like a lot of niggas are these days. They're very shallow. They run after the video type girls. They got every single nigga running after them. But they try to wife those types and wonder why they can never find the right girl. Maybe because you're running after the hoes. Like, maybe that's why you can't never find the right girl. And like, if any guys are watching this, you shouldn't be ashamed to love the person that you love. So what if the girl is a big girl or whatnot? If you love her, you can miss out on something good and someone good by letting your pride stand in the way. There are so many niggas in my past that I know liked me and they wanted me, but they were too scared to be with me because of what other people say. And that was even before I got to the confidence level that I'm at now. I have niggas on Facebook in my inbox daily, trying to get with me. Nope, because you just think I'm pretty. Oh, okay then, thank you. But it's gonna take more than you telling me that I'm pretty for you to even get my phone number. I tell myself I'm pretty every day. My mommy tells me I'm pretty every day, so does my daddy and my brother. So like, you telling me that I'm pretty, it's not going to do anything for you. It's not gonna do anything for me. I'm just gonna say thank you and keep it moving. That's it. And no, I'm not saying I'm a bitch. I'm not trying to be a bitch now. I'm not trying to think everybody wants me, because I know that's not the case. But I also know what I deserve now. And I would not settle for less anymore. Because once I know my self-worth, that was it. That was it. That was it. Do you hear me? Once I realized that I am a diamond, that was all it took. I'm not just gonna settle for any random nigga on the street just because he told me that I'm pretty. I'm about to go lay with him. Just because he told me that I'm sexy. Oh, you sexy, you thick, you fine, you this, you that. Thank you. But if you're saying I'm sexy, only thing you're looking at is my body. Because yeah, I got big thighs and I got big chest or whatnot, and I have a pretty face. So only thing you want is what you can get. But it's not what's in here, it's what's down there. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't got time for it. Don't have time for it. And ladies, you just because you are a bigger girl don't mean that you have to settle for that. Not at all. You have to learn to love yourself. Because if you can't love you, then how can you expect someone else to? And if you don't love you and someone else tries to, you're just gonna run them away. I've did that too. Been there, done that. Everything that I'm saying right now is because of experiences. That's why I say it's my life story. And I just want people to know, like, that's why I do what I do now. That's why I take so many pictures. It doesn't matter to me. Body shots, head shots, it really doesn't matter at all. I take both of them. Because I feel like if you can't appreciate all of me, like from here down, if you can't appreciate all of that, then you can't appreciate this either. I'm not going to give you the luxury of looking at this if you can't appreciate the rest of it. It's a package deal. Like, you can't have this and just stop right there. Oh, that's all I want. What? No. So just, ladies, you have to be confident in yourself. Like, you have to be confident in yourself. And like me personally, even though I don't have to wear makeup every day, my hair has to be laid. Like, that is one thing about me. I'm not saying I look ugly, but I don't feel right without my hair being done. People say when you look good, you feel good, and that is so true. And I have to have my hair done, like, regardless. I don't care if I have on a t-shirt, sweatpants, and J's. My hair gonna be laid. It doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter. My hair's gonna be done. Period. Point blank. You have to keep yourself up. Like, that was one thing I always said. You can't be both. You can't be big and nasty. Not a good match at all. Nobody should be nasty. Like, no female, nobody should be nasty. But if you a big girl and you nasty, that's just not a good look at all. Not even a little bit. So I'm just gonna end this with saying, love yourself. No matter what you look like, what your face look like, your body shape, your body type, it doesn't matter. Love yourself. Don't care what people think about you. Don't care what people say. Because at the end of the day, it's only two people's opinion that matter. Yours and his. And he made you, so we know he love you. So if he love you, how the hell you not gonna love yourself?